You are chasing something right now. Not consciously maybe, but somewhere in the back of your mind, there is a phantom. A promotion, a relationship, a bigger house, a cleaner past. A version of yourself that you believe will finally make you feel whole. And you are running toward it not because it's real, but because without it, you would have to face the silence. Part 1, the Sodom Apple. The old texts call it the Sodom apple, a fruit that grows in the desert. From a distance it looks beautiful, ripe, full of promise. You reach for it, and when you bite into it, it turns to ash in your mouth. This is your promotion. This is your relationship. This is your bank balance, your new car, your follower count, your degree. You chase it, you get it, and then you wonder why you still feel empty. Because you are not hungry for the apple. You are hungry for the feeling you imagine the apple will give you. Real life example. A man works 12 hours a day for 15 years. He finally becomes the CEO. On his first day in the corner office, he sits down, looks out the window, and feels nothing. No triumph, no relief, just exhaustion and a quiet voice that whispers, "Is this it?" He chased the Sodom apple, he bit into it. It turned to ash. Another example. A woman spends years in therapy, in self-help books, in workshops. She works on her trauma, her inner child, her attachment style, and one day she realizes she has been treating her own life like a diagnosis. She has been chasing the apple of being healed, but the more she chased, the more broken she felt. Part 2, the terror that keeps you moving. Here's the truth no one tells you. You are not running toward success. You are running away from fear. Fear of failure. Fear of being average. Fear of being left behind. Fear of silence. Fear of hearing your own voice say, "I don't know who I am anymore." And so you keep moving. You keep climbing. You keep performing. Not because you want to, because stopping would mean facing the void. Real life example. A student studies 15 hours a day. Not because he loves the subject, because if he stops, he will have to ask, "Is this even what I want?" Another example. A man stays in a marriage that has been dead for years, not because he loves her, because divorce would force him to admit that he chose the wrong person, that he wasted decades, that he is alone. Fear is the engine, the phantom is the fuel, and you are burning out, one apple at a time. Part 3, the middle path, where most people stay. A few of you, at some point, will reach what the text calls the middle path. You stop chasing the phantom. You stop believing that the next thing will save you. You start doing things, not for results, but just for the sake of doing them. You write, because writing feels real. You walk, because walking clears your head. You create, because creating is the only thing that makes sense. This is the stage where you begin to stride for the sake of striding. It feels peaceful at first, but here's the trap. The striding before you still think there is a you who is walking. Real life example. A musician stops trying to make it. She stops chasing labels, streams, fame. She starts playing just for herself, for the joy of playing. For a while, she feels free. But then she notices she is still separate from the music. She is still the one playing. She has not yet become the music. This is the middle path. It is better than chasing phantoms, but it is not the end. Part 4, the second walker. Let me tell you about another man. He also woke up one day, tired, empty, lost. He also stopped chasing the phantom. He also started walking. Not toward anything, just walking. But there is something different about him. He does not walk to escape. He does not walk to heal. He does not walk to find meaning. He walks because the walk itself is the only thing that feels true. This is the second stage of the middle path. When you stop asking why and start trusting how. He does not question the path. He does not question his footsteps. He just places one foot in front of the other. And slowly, his mind stops chattering. The voice that used to say you are not enough grows quieter. The voice that used to say, "What if you fail?" fades. He does not feel happy. He does not feel sad. He feels something deeper than either. He feels present. Part 5. The end, when you fall. And then, if you stay on the path long enough, something strange happens. You stop trying, you stop planning, you stop calculating, you fall. Not into failure, into flow. Effort disappears. The voice in your head goes quiet. Your weariness, the exhaustion you have been carrying for years, transforms into something you cannot name. It is not sleep, it is not peace, it is ineffable rest. Real life example. She writes for hours. She looks up and realizes time has disappeared. She does not know what she wrote. She does not care. She was not writing, she was the writing. That is the fall. That is the end. Another example. A dancer performs on stage. For a moment, she forgets the audience. She forgets her name. She forgets the choreography. Her body moves, and she does not know where the movement ends and she begins. That is the fall. That is the end. And in that moment, she is no longer on the path. She has become the path. Part 6. What this means for your life. Where you are, what's really happening. Chasing phantoms, you are avoiding your own emptiness. Frozen by fear, you are afraid of what happens when you stop. Middle of the path, you are doing things for their own sake, but still holding on to a you. Falling into flow, you have let go of effort and are being carried. Becoming the way, you no longer separate yourself from your life. Part 7. The realization. You are not here to fix yourself. You are not here to become someone else. You are here to walk, until walking is no longer something you do. You are here to fall, until falling feels like flying. The phantom you are chasing is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It will lead you to the edge, and then disappear. And when it does, you will have two choices. Keep chasing the next one, or finally look down, and realize you have been walking on your own feet all along. Subscribe if you're ready to stop chasing and start walking. The Cracked Mirror.